Wall hinge. Now this is a great movement to start to learn how to correctly move through your pelvis and correctly load through your lower back and posterior chain. Posterior chain being your hamstrings and glutes. Now you're going to need to use a wall for reference. You're going to start by having a step away from the wall, slightly bend the knees, no more than just a slight bend, and then the rest of the movement occurs through the hips. You're then going to bend forward, pushing the hips back, and then once you touch the wall, come through. Now, assuming you can do that, step away a little bit further. Same idea, bend the knees slightly, moving through the hips go back, touch the wall, and then come through again. And again, just step away to the point where you feel like you can't really hit the wall anymore. You still want to be using that as a reference. So for me, that might be here, bend the knees, push the hips back. Good stretching sensation in my hamstrings, and then come up. So that's pretty much my maximum. Now, if you want to progress this movement, what you can do is grabbing a dumbbell or a kettlebell, holding the weight close to your chest. Same sort of thing, bending the knees slightly, keeping the weight in, close to your body, moving through the hips go back, touch the wall, come back up. Now notice on that rep I just did, I fell back against the wall. That's what we want to avoid. You still want to maintain your balance, so I'm going to move back a little bit. Now, bend the knees, hips go back, and then come through. Bend the knees, hips go back, and then come through. Some things you want to focus on that sensation of stretching through the hamstrings. That's how you know you're doing it correctly. Maintain a nice, flat, neutral posture. I'm not bending or extending, instead of just moving through the pelvis. And lastly, aim to keep majority of the weight in your heels.